Welcome back to our Let's Play of Shadowrun Returns the Dead Man Switch. In the previous episode, we'd found out a little bit about our character's history with a man named Sam Watts, and apparently he's turned up dead. Not only that, but he's left us a good chunk of money, which I think that's 100,000 new yen is a lot of money, but there might be super high inflation in the future, and that might just pay our rent for the month. Either way, we only have enough money for 1 week, so we needs money. Plus, he seemed to be a decent enough drunkard that I think we should look into his death. But apparently we've tracked the chip in his head to a location in Seattle called Organ Grinders. Apparently it's a legal chop shop for body parts. So we're going to get back into our character here, our decker named Ernest Dadaboo, which I spelled wrong because that's how we rolls. This place does look fairly nice, though. It's a lot cleaner than our place. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Well, at least it's clean. Oh, there we go. Dresden. Okay, we're going the roundabout way. Oh, he's got that weird, creepy Joker smile. I'm not sure if I trust this man. However, then again, I had a good feeling from New Lenny, so yeah, let's not trust our instincts. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you would want or expect from someone in a chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes. Yeah, I don't know about that. Though it might be just a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Yeah, I think it's the surgical tools. Dresden. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner here? I'm John Dresden, the Organ Grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Ernest Dadaboo. I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Because Sam had a locator chip in his head, you son of a bitch. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet, and what with it all being the way out here in the Barrens. So, who told you he was dead? Sam did, but when his heart... I don't want to tell him about the money, though. I don't want to tell him about that money at all. What about Sam's digital ghost? When his heart stopped, I got a sent recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Yeah, let's go that one. The dwarf raises his eyebrow, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Any moment there. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. Huh. The third one was downtown. Who is the Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. Not my title. That's what Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that he likes like the original Jack, a Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Ooh, what was his booby prize from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. Ugh. Yeah, what about the other two people? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had a spleen removed. I wonder if somebody's trying to make Dr. Frankenstein's monster. Put some bunch of parts together and make a dude. There's magic, right? And science! McCluskey! Dresden, get in here! Ooh, I saw the little icon over here. Yoink. Games have made me so jaded into looting other people's places of work or residencies. This is not ethical, but it's how games work. I'm gonna look at the body here while they're doing stuff. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face is ashen white for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Look at the business card here. There's several plastic envelopes containing evidence found in his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called Seamstress's Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but the blood, it makes it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. I don't think they're, I'm okay. I'm morally okay with this. I'm gonna take his cred stick. He was our friend. Take that cred. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at this purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing and the blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Oh, no. You can only see part of a note given the torn off bits and blood stains. Sam, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that we're arg blank. We have been blank, long blank. To say I'm sar blank. See you there. Love, Jessica. I wonder if she's attached to the Seamstresses Union. Let's put down the evidence bag. Get back to McCluskey. There we go. Towering over the diminutive corner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave a mile away. Yeah. Oh, he's got the little toothpick. Ah, awesome. Yeah, there we go. Toothpick and tie. McCluskey. So there's no Rippervic. Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill himself a while back? Wow, they're really kind of downtrodden in my mellow with all these people's deaths. The corner frowns. So you insisted at the time. McCluskey Courts. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. Dresden, I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Slim hand. Maybe Jessica? Maybe. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy. Wow, I'm totally off on this one. McCluskey. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon? Dresden. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done by computer controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. Oh sure, aficionado, but I can't get anatomy. Oh man. McCluskey, you're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star Detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. That's good. We don't want him being super observant, damn it. Come on, focus. Who the hell are you? Looks like we could get a special option if we had more strength, but he is actually a really big orc. Why the hell would we want to push that? I'm not going to do that. Maybe... Yeah, are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. If I say I'm nobody and he finds us later on the case, he's going to find out that I lied to him. But with this lie, well, I technically was hired by Sam Watts, right? So yeah, let's go with this one, because then it'll give us a background story to why we're investigating this later on if we come across him. You dreck you were? You get anywhere near my investigation, it'll be you on the slab, human. Looks back at the door. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Did I change his accent? I can't remember. It's been only 30 seconds ago. Let's talk to Dresden some more here. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make make friends this easily? I hope not. I'm good at dinner parties too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You gonna work for the dead man? It's not a job. Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anyone but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week on his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Ooh, he's on the take. Wonder who he's working for. You have honor. After a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do for you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that about McCluskey saying about Sam's mother? The official report is she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. Oh, more clues. I'm sure all of this will be locked away keenly and very securely in our PDA because my memory is shit. I can't say that there wasn't, I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there was some unusual bruises on the upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. Yeah, that's weird. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in the first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. What are you saying, buddy? What are you saying, Dresden? We've got mutton chops. That says class. Class. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Oh, we got a Karma. We got Karma. Ask the coroner. Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? I like where you're going with this, Dresden. I'll go do that. Body lockers. Are those body lockers? Oh, are these body lockers? Oh, okay, those ones. Doc Wagon's basic trauma kit. We got a basic med kit. Gonna need those. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's actually fairly hot to store a body. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded against his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Oh, it's a guy sleeping. Jake Armitage. Whoa, easy there, buddy. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples, and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed that you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I'm looking into the death of... Yeah, let's go straight out with him. I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other. Jake yells toward the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even mopping around, maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake, and you are? Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Ernest Dadaboo. And well-mannered, too. Such a rare thing in the city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kaboto asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some... Soykov, after all. I can't remember any of these terms. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Yeah, I bet. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles and then gets the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. Do you know anything else? I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just laying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Jakes looks down, his expression masked by chrome and crimson glass. Shame, though. Wish I'd been there. If those slagging gangers hadn't come along. Tell you what. You look like you handled yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to Seattle. The score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets alone at night. Trust me. Jake's eyes you up and down, and maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? We are not a one-man army, especially as a freaking Decker. It's nice to have somebody watching our back, assuming you can trust them. I do like a bit of street justice. Oh, he uses the term street justice. I have to pick this one. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with the Halloweeners, whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you made it here to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. We've got a machete. I'm sure we do. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Do you need a weapon? Ooh, we have options here. I'm no Malay, no. I like to keep my distance. You got a rifle? You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle. Oh, that's a horrible reference. Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So, ready for an evening out of the town? Tell me something more about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a little bit easier. Okay. I suppose I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. We can leave whenever you're ready. Well, let's actually equip our weapon here. And we also got a little bit of EXP. We might want to spend that on something. So we got an AK-97 that is equipped. Oh, we don't even have a machete. That's too bad. We've got our data jack here. Do we even have our what have you? Do we even have our jack with us? Is that our data jack? Okay. Alright, where do we get to the character screen, which we can spend karma? Alright. Now, we haven't come across... Maybe I should wait until I get some more stuff here. Just looking around, see what I want to increase. I haven't come across the Matrix yet, so I don't need to put any points into that until I see that start happening. Throwing weapons, melee, close combat, I don't want to increase that. Quickness. We might want to save up for quickness. Ranged combat. Yeah, I think we'll save up for quickness. Alright. So let's head out as soon as he's ready here. I don't think there's anything else in this facility that we can loot. Unless he lets us go back here. No, it's locked. Yeah, here we go. Head on to the Barrens! The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Red Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Baron doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde. Do they still use formaldehyde? I don't know. It's kind of a grim future. Of organ grinders behind, you enter anarchy and desperation in the streets. Jack stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tells him he's home. Alright, let's see what time we got. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments about the video or what you may want to see on the channel in the future, please leave us a comment below. And if you would like to see more of our future videos, feel free to subscribe.